Hey, it's Gila Nehemia. It's day 17 of Self Affirmations inspired by Louise Hay. I'm Gila Nehemia of Wild Riders Heal. I assist people who have experienced chronic trauma to release limited beliefs, to dispel limited beliefs so they can live an amazingly blissful, erotic life. And today I want to talk about productivity. And all of us, want to be productive. All of us want to achieve things. We have dreams. And sometimes that productivity creates stress. Yesterday I didn't come on, and I had a lot of things to do. Things came up out of the blue that I didn't know I had to do. So I needed to take care of them. So I'm taking the time today to talk about, no matter what is going on in our life and no matter, where we are, we need to deal with things that are right in front of us. And sometimes, you may be like me, I get upset. Like, oh, I didn't do X, Y, and Z. I should have. I said I was going to come on yesterday and I didn't, and that's okay. That's okay. That's okay that when things can come up and you get back on track. You're starting a new yoga regimen and you didn't do it yesterday. But you're like, oh, no, I'm not going to do it. No. You can still get on track. Stay on track. You can still get back on. There isn't just one way, and it's okay sometimes to take a break and come back. So I want to just share, the 3 affirmations today are: I am productive, I am kind and compassionate to myself, everything happens in divine timing. I am productive, I am kind and compassionate to myself, everything happens in divine timing. Sometimes things need to be changed. Sometimes things need to be moved. Sometimes, you intuitively feel this is not the right time. I need to do it at another time. And you just do that. And that is okay. I think that we judge ourselves harshly. We don't judge others. I would never say this to my children. I do what I say. And if it deviates for any specific reason, I accept it. Going back to acceptance and forgiveness, I accept that happened. I forgive, and I'm asking you for forgiveness. If you expected me to be here and I wasn't, I'm here today. So I think that sometimes we think in absolutes. Like, if we didn't do X, therefore Y is never going to happen, and that's not true. So that's kind of why I'm here today, because sometimes when we don't do the things that we set for the daily, task list or the weekly task list, we didn't do it, and then we go into a whole diatribe, a whole, story about why we didn't do it and how come we did. We can spend hours getting upset at ourselves, or maybe even 10 minutes getting upset at ourselves. But instead, why can't we use that time to say, okay, that happened. That's just the way it worked out, and that's okay. That's okay, and I'm going to continue. Because everything happens in divine timing. Everything happens for a reason, and I'm not sure what the reason is, but I'm okay with that. Feeling that inner peace, but being okay with it. I think it's an important part of the Self Affirmations, because we're desiring to achieve a lot, or we have a lot of desires and dreams. And if it doesn't happen in just the right time or just as we expect it, I know I get upset. I get disappointed, and I realize that's still part of not trusting. Going back to some of our earlier affirmations, right? I'm not trusting the process. I'm not trusting myself that I can do it. So I have to ask myself, going back to introspection, what's coming up for me? Why do I think that it's not going to happen? Why am I getting disappointed? Is it something that happened in the past that's reminding me of this? And therefore I fall back, or I can't go forward because I'm reminded of something that I didn't do, or something that somebody didn't do for me? So I'm asking you to ask yourselves these questions during these self-affirmations, because as you go through them, you are going to find beautiful nuggets, and you're going to realize that everything is about intention and energy. If you are in the energy of I can do it, it is going to be done. everything happens in divine timing, and I'm not in control of that, but God, your higher self, energy, source, universe is, or it just is going to happen, and I don't know when. Whichever words work for you, use them. But know that you will get what you want. I say this to myself all the time. I've been saying this to myself, and it's really working for me. So I want to share it with you. I do believe in God. Those of you, and if you don't, that's completely okay. But because I believe in God, I say that God can do anything in its own time, in ingenious ways. God does everything in ingenious ways, and the methods always work. They're always successful. God does things in ingenious ways, and the methods are always successful. And therefore, I don't feel I'm in control. I don't feel that I have to do it, and if I don't do it, it's not going to happen. I know that I do the inspired action that I have to do, and that everything else will be successful because I trust. So we're building on the blocks that we have been saying all of this time, these past 16 days, and we're moving on to day 17 to step into the leap of faith of the unknown. And we're knowing, in the full knowing and trust that it will happen. So I know I went a little bit longer today, but I think that it's really an important point to utilize the affirmations that we've been using and build upon them, fortify them in order. We're very close to day 21. So this is important because day 21 creates a pattern. It becomes a habit. So the more that you're saying this, the more that you're believing it and realizing maybe the places that are feeling a little bit shaky, utilize a statement like this, that you completely trust in the divine, that God has ingenious ways and the methods always work. I am always productive. Everything happens in divine timing. I am kind and compassionate to myself. I'd like you to try this and let me know how you feel today. Please put it in the comments below. I would love to know, or you can email me at gilanehemia.com. You can join one of my programs. I'm enrolling right now in my group and personal mentoring programs. I'll put the link in at gilanehemia.com. And if you'd like to donate, I would love that. So the donate link is in the details. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, and have a beautiful, beautiful Friday.